Wonder what time Lindsay's going to get here. Perfect timing. Come on, Lindsay, spit stop.
What do you want?
Lindsay, thank you first of all for coming in a day early, but there's a reason for that. I've had enough of Paul Jones TV. As you know, Swarf and Chips is brilliant, but it's all about Paul, isn't it, most of the time?
Yeah.
Today it's MTD Network Engineers Takeover, but it's flipping freezing. Let's get inside and have a chat.
Oh my goodness. It's
Come on,
so
Princess
cold.
Lindsay.
All right. Come on. Oh.
Lindsay, thanks for coming in a day early. The reason is, Swarf and Chips, great programme, but all I see is Paul Jones's flipping face on it all the time. Had enough, it's my turn to take over. So MTD Network have taken over. I've arranged for 3 engineers to come in from MTD Network, and we're going to find out about their companies today.
Okay, right, okay. What are we going to learn? Why are they on the network?
They're on the network because so we can promote them and get them inquiries, as simple as that.
And how many inquiries are you getting?
Ah, interesting question. Let's have a chat with Andy first from Bedford CNC. I'll tell you afterwards.
So we're joined by Andy Sues, the Managing Director of Bedford CNC. Welcome to the show, Andy.
Morning, Lindsay.
Okay, so we're going to talk about, so you're a precision engineering company. You do turning, milling, and you specialise and manufacturing and specialise in automotive, aerospace industries. What other industries do you specialise in?
We do stuff for food industry. We do conveyor work. We do bespoke work, one-offs or batch work.
Okay, and you've got over 30 years of experience, haven't you?
I have. I started my engineering career in WH Allen's in Bedford.
WH Allen, funny you mention that because Paul used to work there. Did you know?
Paul?
Did you meet Paul Jones?
No.
No. Well, he told us he was Apprentice of the Year and got Engineer of the Year twice. So is that not the case?
No idea.
Right. Okay, fair enough.
You've got to watch this.
He's been busted again. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, so what machines have you got?
I've got a 30-year-old Beaver.
The infamous 30-year-old Beaver.
Yeah, still going strong. We can do up to a metre on that. I've got.
Sorry, that you say about that one, 30 years old. That's, you know, we see a lot of engineers who've got these old machines. I know Wilbur they've got a load of new machines, Hercos and things like that. But they still rely on, well, not rely so much, but they've got these old machines. A 40-year-old Wickman. We were at Parkline the other day, and they've had some 100-year-old machines tucked around the back. They still do a cracking job.
They still do, Colin, yeah. It's going very well. You look after them and nurture them along, and it makes a better machine.
And what other machines have you got?
I've got a VMC 500, little Bridgeport machining centre, and an SL20 Haas lathe, CNC lathe, which we can do up to 280mm diameter by about 500mm between centres. And I've also got some other machines as well.
Okay, and we've got lots of parts here as well, haven't we? Can we maybe talk about some of these?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
My extensive engineering experience, left-hand thread?
Certainly is, Colin.
Ah, good work.
Mm-hmm. This part is an aluminium part. It's made from solid bar. It is a 1mm wall thickness all the way round, and it was
2 ops?
no,
Surely.
No.
3 ops then?
no, done in 1 op. Held in the chuck this end with a little bit of extra bar, and turned over the top board and finished all in one, and then just parted off to length.
Okay.
Okay, so what other industries are we talking about with some of these parts?
This is a piston, so this is for a small retro part. Can't tell you what it's for, but it was done on the CNC lathe, and it was also done on the CNC mill.
Right, okay. And, you know, you're talking about capacity, you've got your machines in the workshop. You know, what are you looking for as a company?
We're looking to expand. We've kept ourselves under the radar for 3 years since we've been going. We feel it's now right to step up and put ourselves out there. So we're looking to expand the business over the next 12 to 18 months. We're looking for anything that anyone's got out there that they need, we can turn around quite quickly.
Because you do sort of one-off prototype parts?
We do, yeah, one-off prototype parts, also bespoke work as well. We tried to do a lot of bespoke work to get a little bit of a niche into the market, but we now have got these machines and the machining centres and the CNC lathe, which we want to do bigger batch work and also put ourselves out there now to show people what we're capable of doing and what we've done in the past.
So Andy, I'm picking up the fact that you're saying you've kept under the radar for a little bit of time.
Yeah.
You know, you've kept, you know, almost doing the work that you know and you're comfortable with, and now you're ready to step out. You want more work. You want the business to grow. I mean, I know you said you want a medium-sized company.
Yeah, hopefully in 18 months or a few years, be a medium-sized company, employ other people and perhaps apprentices.
Perfect.
Can I just say as well, and this sets a bar very high, thank you for the cakes. So
You're
any
welcome.
guests, just remember,
You're
always
welcome.
brings a little present.
Yeah, I've shotgunned one of mine, but it's been eaten already by Joff.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We'll put your details on the screen. So anyone who wants to get in touch, Bedford CNC, they are northeast of Milton Keynes, so you're really, really central.
Yep.
You want more work, you've
Yep.
got turning, milling capacity as well.
Yep.
Get in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've shotgunned one of mine, but it's been eaten already by Joff.
By Joff.
By Joff. By Joff.
So you asked me about inquiries, Lindsay. We are getting average about 12 a month now, and it's going up all the time. Doesn't sound a lot, but they're quality inquiries. So our engineers are actually winning business. So last week I actually got 3 emails from some of my engineers. One won a £2,000 project. It was a bespoke part, so that's absolutely perfect for them. Another one won a £30,000 contract.
Wow.
Another one, £20,000, but repeat business as well. So that's a great contract to win.
And they're not doing anything. They're not having to, you know, go out there and do any other extra work to find these. You're providing this for all of them.
No, that's exactly right. So they're coming, the buyers are coming to us, we're giving the drawings to our engineers, they're quoting, winning the business.
And how are you contacting them?
Well, contacting the industry.
The industry as well as, you know, how are you getting the work?
Interesting question, Lindsay. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'll answer that once we've had a chat with Steve from Newport CNC.
I'd like to welcome onto the show Steve Knowles, who is the Managing Director of Newport CNC. Welcome to the show, Steve.
Thank you.
Can I just clarify, Steve? Newport, whereabouts is it based?
It's in Brackley in Northamptonshire.
So not Wales, definitely.
Not Wales, no.
Okay. You have to do work for people in Wales, but
Of course, yeah, of course.
Okay, Steve, no, it is a valid point. Steve, talk to us about your company. What do you do?
We do all milling. We've got 3 Haas CNC mills, 5-axis and a 3-axis. We do just machining, really.
3, 4 and 5 axis.
3, 4 and 5 axis, yeah.
Okay, and what industry are we talking about? What's the size of the work that you provide?
We do small batches, we do prototypes, but we also go into medium-sized batches as well and some largest batches. So we can do virtually anything, really.
Can I ask why have you chosen Haas?
It was a machine I was used to. The first machine I bought was a Haas, and they're very reliable and very good value for money, really.
Also, just clarify, milling, not turning, is that correct?
No turning, no.
Right, okay.
Okay, and what industries? I know we've got some parts, we're going to talk about those in a moment, but you know, we're talking about motorsport. What other industries are you providing work for?
We seem to do a lot of work for the luxury car market. We also do some aircraft seat work and some medical work and electronics, things like that. So quite a wide variety, really.
It is, and you're a family-run business, aren't you?
We are, yeah. We've got my stepson Darren started work for me a
The
couple of
roast
years
gallery
ago.
just there.
I think we should show them because they're eating all of Andy's cakes that he made. Look at this bunch. This is what we have to put up
Can you
with.
make sure there's some left, please, guys?
I've shotgunned that one, so you're not having it. Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah. Parts. Talk to us about these parts.
Can I, just quickly, what type of materials? Because aluminium there?
Yeah, most of our work is aluminium. We can do a variety of materials. We do done steel, stainless steels, titanium, plastics, but we seem to think probably 95% or more is aluminium.
Okay.
Yeah, these parts off of a Bentley. This is a picnic hamper off a Bentayga. It's like the side panel of it.
I thought I recognised that from my car.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, a what from a Bentley? What part is it?
It's a picnic hamper.
A picnic hamper?
Yeah, part of the picnic hamper goes in the boot of the
Two sides.
Bentayga.
Wow, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And
Not your
this-
wicker basket.
No, I was just thinking, what? And what's this here? What do you do?
This again is out of a Bentley. It's the
Looks like
cup holder.
the
part.
ashtray.
This is no, it's not the ashtray. No, this bit comes up. It's like a stowage part in there, and then this is the cup holder. It's not your plastic one, and these bits come up for a champagne flute to fit in.
Very nice. So high-end aluminium parts. Also, Lindsay, I know you're a big fan of dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a part you guys brought in. I've got to be very careful with Jeff.
Yeah, if you want to call him Jeff.
Yes. He should now be known as, formerly as Jeff.
Yeah, this is quite interesting. It's a new customer we just took on board. His name's Alistair Gibson. His company's called Carbon Art. He does like Formula One derived art pieces and sculptures. This part is made out of solid carbon fibre or 5-axis machine from 2 parts. The head comes off, so you have to be careful with that.
Right.
And it's machined in 2 separate parts, and they put it together. But we do a lot of like carbon mould tools for him, and just general machining for him, really. It's been quite interesting.
It's really impressive. And Steve, you're expanding, not you literally. Yeah, you're very svelte, unlike our Colin here. But
Not like too bad yourself.
I can hear what you're saying. All right. How rude.
so, you know, what are you thinking? You were expanding in terms of machines, investing. What's happening?
Yeah, we're expanding. We bought our last machine last year. That's when my son Chris joined us. We're looking for basically new customers, trying to expand our customer base. And obviously the more work we get, the bigger we will get. And that's what we're in at the moment, really.
So just to finish off, I know we're seeing a lot of high-end pieces here, but you're not just restricted to to this, are you?
No, we're looking for any work really. Just trying to improve our customer base and looking for low volume to medium volume work, preferably in aluminium. That's what we're looking for, really.
So for people to get in touch, Newport CNC, based in Brackley.
Yes, Northamptonshire.
Not in Wales.
Yeah.
And you're expanding, you're investing. It's all Haas machines, all the way up to your 5-axis, full simultaneous?
Full simultaneous, yeah.
Full simultaneous work, small, medium, large batch work.
Yeah.
And to get in contact, obviously listed on MTD Network, so you've got to go there to get in contact with them.
Perfect. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
You haven't touched this, have you?
No.
No. Oh, right. You were saying emails out to companies.
How do we get out to market? Well, MTD brand is really well known in the engineering industry. Been going 10 years, so every engineer in the UK knows about us. Mm-hmm. But also, we go out to market to promote our engineers. Last year we were doing an email to our database of 45,000 contacts. So when I say contacts, other engineers, but also buyers, OEMs and things like that. So the whole industry. That's going out once every 6 weeks. Yeah. Now we're doing one a week, so we keep that sort of momentum going. So we're doing one about asking for inquiries, one promoting our videos for our engineers, one about what they've been up to, so their news, and then we do once a month we do a bespoke one about something different that's been going on. So a few weeks ago we did one about the refresh website, for example. So we're driving, keeping MTD Network in front of people to remind them what's going on, let them know, and let them know our engineers have got work. They want to do work.
What I like about it though, Colin, is like you are literally limiting it to 100 people, aren't you?
Absolutely. Told every engineer who's joined us, I've always told them we're never going to have more than 100 engineers. I don't want to dilute what we do. I want to get them to get quality inquiries. I want to be able to give them a good service. But also, when they're quoting, they're not quoting against hundreds of other people.
Yeah, it's more bespoke, isn't it, to
really
the people?
Is. But also...
No, you go.
No, because those 100 engineers have got different skill sets. So some do milling, some do turning, some do grinding and honing, some do EDM. So you're never going to be quoting against lots of other people.
And what's the competition? Because who else does this?
There's no other competition. No, that sounds a bit arrogant. That's not right. We are a directory, so there are other directories out there, but we're not just a listing. A, like you said, we're going to limit who's on there, but B, we're promoting our engineers, so our emails out to the industry. We've got a huge reach. No one else has got that sort of reach. So that's where we differ.
Talking about reach, YouTube
channel. I'll tell you what, Lindsay. I'll tell you about a YouTube channel in a minute, but let's go and have a chat with Zoe from Titan.
So we've had Andy and Steve in for the show. We've now got Zoe Timbrell from Titan Motorsport, marketing manager.
Hi, thanks for having me. Firstly, we're now just Titan, not Titan Motorsport. Have told you, Colin.
Yeah, so, Zoe, I do apologise. And actually, I told somebody off the other day because they called you Titan Motorsport, but you're not. So I know that you're now Titan.
Thank you very much.
I think we'll go into the details a little bit more about that.
We will.
Marketing manager, but you haven't always been in marketing, have you?
No, I actually joined Titan about 12 years ago, working on the shop floor. I took a temporary 6-week job working on one of the machines, and I never left. So I did 2 years on running a machine.
Oh, so you'll be able to talk us through these components later then?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
I look forward to it. Right, Zoe, your machines, talk to us. We're going to find out loads about Titan, but let's find out what machines you've got.
So we've got mostly Haas machines. We've got a DMG and a Doosan as well, fairly recently purchased.
The DMG, can I mention as well, we tracked that DMG down because that's the only one I think Paul Jones ever sold.
That's what we believe.
So can I just get this straight then? So how's this happened with the machine and Paul Jones, and you got hold of a turning centre? How's it all come about?
Yeah, that machine was bought by us many years ago, actually, I think.
When Paul told us he was top salesman for DMG. So that's never been proven he's top salesman, but he's definitely sold one machine we know. So
To yourself?
yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
And the machines, I know you've just told me about them, but what are the capabilities?
So we've got 3, 4 and 5 axis CNC milling machines. We also have a range of turning machines that we mentioned, the DMG. We've got we also have gear cutting, grinding and assembly capabilities all in-house.
You also geared up for sort of 24/7 lights out running as well, that's right?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you saw when you visited us, we have pallet changers, we've got bar feed on our machines as well. So we do run 24/7.
Right, Titan Motorsport is no more. It's Titan. You're still part of the motorsport industry, but where have you diversified?
So our largest industry now is actually automotive. We still do a lot in motorsport. We also have done other projects in defence, marine and more recently aerospace. However, the majority of the stuff we do is automotive. That came about because the skills that we used in motorsport are now more required in automotive as well. So the lightweighting, we'll show you some of the products, lightweighting, quick turnaround, flexibility to change designs and develop things quickly has just become a requirement for automotive.
And what are your batch sizes? Because I can understand, your motorsport, it's like one-offs and it's really high technical. We can see that here and we'll go into that in a moment. But what are the real capabilities in terms of batch sizes?
So we do a really broad range of batch sizes. We do from one-off and prototype development up to 500 off, 1,000. So we do support automotive production, medium volumes, but not hundreds of thousands. So it's quite a range of different batch sizes.
I think that sort of ties in with the whole product suite that you do, because you actually do from design, manufacture, quality control and assembly. So you do the whole suite of products.
Yeah, and actually our largest batch size that we produce at the moment is an automotive production part that was designed in-house, is manufactured in-house and then assembled as well. And that goes into a production engine build, so...
Right, and the materials, because I'm thinking lightweight, but it's not all lightweight, is it?
No, it's not. I mean, some of the stuff that we produce is for older race cars. However, the technologies is improving on those components. So we produce components mainly from aluminium, titanium, steel, plastics, stainless.
So all lightweight. You say they're all lightweight. There's one fairly heavy one because of the video we did recently. You made me hold that flipping great billet.
Yeah, the dip housing.
He worked out for a long time before that video, by the way, just to make
What
sure
can I
he
say?
could.
I'm sure you're our mate for that video.
Lightweight materials especially.
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's talk about these because they're so impressive, Zoe.
Thank you very much. So this is a good example of the products that we make for ourselves, but also for our customers. So this is an inlet system that we produce in-house, all of the components, and then assemble as well.
So a good example of design, manufacture, measurement, quality control and
assembly as well. So it's machined from billet, manifold. We also machine a lot of castings, so cast bodies, and then carbon fibre trumpets as well.
Where'd you get carbon fibre from?
We actually manufacture these in-house.
Oh, right.
So we very recently purchased a resin transfer moulding facility, which enables us to make these components in-house, as well as we also do aesthetic components for automotive customers.
I'm picking up on the fact, of course, you're motorsport, and I know you say you're diversifying, but you're providing and you're investing in being able to do the whole part. You're providing the material, you're cutting the material. You are providing pretty much to the motorsport industry. You're specialists, aren't you?
We are, yeah. So a lot of what we do in automotive has developed from what we've offered in motorsport as the requirements in the automotive industry to lightweight, better efficiencies, is exactly geared up to what we offer, and that's how the automotive business for us has grown.
More parts, go on then.
Yeah,
This is quite interesting, isn't it? This
Well,
one?
all of them, I mean, they're absolutely fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah, so this is a good range of some of the work that we've done, some of the smaller components. We do have quite a large bed that we can machine on, so we do go much larger. But this one in particular, as you pointed out, is really interesting. So this is a part that's been produced for...
Oh, I'm thinking aluminium, but it's not, is that right?
It's not, no. So this is actually magnesium.
Oh, okay.
So this is a motorsport part that you can see. Basically, it's a particularly tricky component, machined on the DSAN. And tricky because, although it's got quite a lot of features, it's a lot of holes, and they're of all different sizes. And one main hole going through, but with lots of holes going across it. So determining the routes that you take and the order that the holes are machined
That's
in
not
to stop
easy.
them breaking through
That's amazing, it really
I
is.
understand, a lot of work for the engineers.
Yeah. Our design team as well?
Yeah, so this is a part where we've received the design from the customer. In most cases, we consult on the design for ease of manufacture or to reduce the cost to produce parts. But in this instance, the customer has provided exactly what they want, and we just have to find out the best way to
Machine
do it
really,
as
yeah.
quickly as possible, because being a motorsport component, as you imagine, it was
This
needed yesterday.
Is unbelievably light.
Yeah.
It's amazing, some of the parts that you're creating, and you don't realise, and then you just,
Yeah.
they're like almost as light as a feather, aren't they?
Yeah, this one in particular is interesting as well because of the wall thickness on these edges, really, really thin. And you can see from there it's quite thin. But another part of the Doosan as well. So it's a busy machine.
So a lot of Haas machines, but these two actually the Doosan.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Right, Zoe, going forward, Titan, where do you see it? What's the future for Titan?
So as you can see, we've invested in new technologies for producing components. We are looking to develop our services. So we'll be adding further capabilities in production of components, but also working with partners to develop technology. So we do supply products into the industry, but looking at the next trends and the new technologies that we'll be able to supply into those customers is
It's a new
key.
technology, hybrid and
hybrid, autonomous vehicles.
autonomous vehicles,
Yes, autonomous vehicles.
driverless.
Driverless vehicles.
okay.
Yep, if
Just to
that's what you're into.
No, I like a bit of road rage personally. That's something that's
Goodness.
different. Yeah.
Scary.
Okay.
Well, sorry, ladies.
Well, saying that, it's a pleasure to have another female here in the studio. So thank you so much for joining us, Zoe.
No worries. Thank you very much for having
Thank
me.
you.
It was so nice to have a girl on the show. You were like a thorn between two roses today, Colin.
Yeah. Is that a compliment? It was great to have
It
between
was,
two
it
two
was.
ladies.
Yeah. Right, YouTube, we were saying.
Yes. 2015, average views on our YouTube channels, 25,000 views per month. Pretty good figures?
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year, average 60,000 views per month.
Wow.
January 2017, average views of over 90,000 views per month.
Wow, that's
Pretty
a
impressive.
lot.
Oh, hi Lindsay. Didn't realise you were here today.
Yeah. Right, on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'll see you for Swarf and Chips.
Yeah, okay.
Right,
Yeah,
see you
See
guys.
you next week. See you.
Today's my TV show. It's not about flipping Paul Jones.